Did Nagato ever...
Whoa! Oh my gosh, I knew one of them was the Akatsuki guy.
Don't tell me he's...
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Naruto reaction.
Before we begin, as always, thank you to the patrons on Patreon. If you want to join us on Patreon, the link is in the description. Go check it out for early access to our footage and exclusive content like filler episodes of movies that are only on Patreon. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to this channel. Also subscribe to a ton of other channels that we have, which are all within the link in the description. Last but not least, check out our merchandise, which is also within the link in the description. Like this video, comment down below, and with all that being said, let's get started with this reaction. So this episode and the next, we're gonna watch together.
I have two bells in my hand, and the fact that there are only two means that one of us will lose. Very sharp, Orochimaru.
Hey, if I get a belt, then you go out with me, Tsunade.
Fine, but when you lose, don't bother me anymore, all right?
Yeah,
History repeating itself.
Definitely.
I really like these flashbacks.
Crazy how they brought it back to episode 1 of original Naruto.
Oh my gosh, she's just like Naruto.
I win the bet, so you get tied up, and you have to stay away from me.
Don't just shut up, stupid flat as a board, Tsunade!
Just say to me, you little brainy perm!
Her young voice is so funny.
You're hopeless, Jiraiya. How can a ninja keep falling into such obvious traps? Perhaps you're simply lacking a purpose to give you direction. Let's see, what can we do? Yes, we can try that. That just may work.
I love young Saratobi.
He looks so different from his older self, right?
Yeah, so youthful.
Summoning jutsu.
You can also kind of see the resemblance of Asuma.
Oh, cool!
It's the summoning jutsu. You make a contract in blood with an animal, and then you can summon that animal at any given time using the transportation technique.
I believe his name was Enma.
I think you're right about that.
I want to make a contract with that one, too! Right now!
Sorry, but that you can't do. In the same way that every man is destined to a different fate, so too is the animal to whom he is entwined.
So what animal am I entwined with?
Before you can make such a contract, you need to become more adept at infusing chakra and making signs.
He's incentivizing him to learn.
Are you kidding me? More training?
You will always find the answer to any problem within your training.
Enma was so
Jiraiya
cool.
had found a purpose, and from that day on, he began taking his training seriously.
Infuse more chakra. Study up on making signs.
I can't even believe that is the same Jiraiya that we know.
I must master the transportation technique or else. Oh, come on! Why do I put myself through all this rough training anyway?
If I were to have a boyfriend, I'd choose Orochimaru over a brainy perv like you.
That's hilarious.
That is crazy. Did she really say that?
The answer is simple. I just have to become the ultimate ninja and then I'll sweep Tsunade off her feet.
The funny part is the parallel between these three and Naruto and his gang.
Now that I know what I need to do, there's no time to waste.
Well, look at that. He's discovered his purpose for becoming a ninja.
There's also a parallel between Kakashi's team.
And not just Tsunade. I'm gonna get all the pretty girls. Boar, dog, bird, monkey, sheep.
No, wait! There's no telling what will happen if you use the transportation technique without making a contract.
And go!
Someone is just gonna choose him.
He teleported himself
Wow.
into
Probably a sticky situation. Oh,
the land of the frogs, or
that's
toads.
how he made the contract.
Look at Gamabunta.
Whoa.
Hold it right there! I, the great Master Jiraiya, will fight!
They have such a long relationship, right? Jiraiya and Gamabunta?
Yes.
It's like a decade long. Few
And I
decades.
love how he passed on that relationship to Naruto.
Ha! Now that's the way you do it.
It's a human child.
Are you seriously a talking toad?
That a human would come to Mount Miyoboku. I never thought I'd see it.
I always wanted to know where they were from.
Master Fukasaku is a human child. You have arrived at last.
Do you say that as though you were expecting me to show up all along?
That's because we knew you were coming.
The chosen one.
Elder predicted this very happenstance.
One day a human child will stumble into Mount Miyaboku, and I will give that child the power of the toad as well as the prophecy.
I love the lore.
Me too.
And that is the very essence of the dream which I have dreamt for myself, my very own prophecy.
But wait, if I'm that human child, then what does the prophecy say about me?
They're gonna make a contract.
I'm afraid I don't know.
You must stay here and train, and wait for the Great Lord Elder's prophecy.
Hold on. I made up my mind to become strong so that I be popular with the girls. Not so I'll be popular with frogs.
There's no point in complaining. Your destiny's your destiny, and that is that.
My destiny?
You did manage to come to Mount Miyoboku after all. That is proof enough that you are indeed the chosen one that the Great Lord Elder spoke of.
I love how he just transported into this other world.
Was it a coincidence or was it actually prophetic, Madison?
I don't know. The Elder Toad seemed like he was kind of joking.
From that day forward, he spent the days of his youth learning ninjutsu and training to become a sage.
But finding the toads really worked out for him. As you can see, his training is improving.
He's like, can we go out on a date? Boom, gets punched in the face.
Some things never change.
Nice.
He's getting much stronger.
He's the underdog. It's showing how like he came up because of his perseverance and his resilience.
Yeah, despite that he was kind of a klutz to begin with, and he finally made the pact.
Young adult Jiraiya.
Without a doubt, I've gotten stronger since coming here, but Tsunade is as cold as ever.
Nothing has changed.
If I was destined to be the chosen one, should my purpose be merely to impress girls? Jiraiya! Jiraiya! The great Lord Elder has summoned you. He has seen your prophecy at last. What? Are you serious, Bunta?
I'm so curious.
Oh, how nice. So you finally come. But, who are you again?
Oh my gosh.
Jiraiya.
I didn't notice this, but I just thought of it right now. The young Jiraiya didn't have the wart on his face. And he got the wart after meeting the frogs.
Oh, wow.
He's dreamt of you, Jiraiya boy. It was a prophecy of the future, which he will now tell you. I shall now tell you. You, who are singularly pervy, shall become a great ninja. And once you do, you shall acquire an apprentice of your very own.
Pervy? Oh, I can't believe he remembers that.
He got his nickname way long ago.
That apprentice will become a ninja who will bring about a great change in the ninja world.
Wow.
That is what I foresaw in my dream.
What kind of great change?
Either great stability or great destruction, the likes of which this world has never seen.
So it's either one or the other. What does that mean exactly?
You will be the one to guide this revolutionary change, and eventually there will come a day when you will be forced to make a critical selection.
To make a selection?
Yes, and whatever choice you end up making, it will direct the way that this great change is going to go.
I can't tell if he's talking about the fourth Hokage or Naruto.
Some foreshadowing for sure, though.
What must I do in order to make the correct choice?
In my dream, I see you traveling around the world writing books.
Writing.
This is so
books?
accurate.
But what for?
I do not know, but perhaps it means you shall travel widely, seeing all things in this universe.
But great Lord Elder, have any of your prophecies ever not come to pass?
Wow, undisclosed.
Never.
Oh, wow. Disclosed. It's crazy that the things that the Elder was saying to Jiraiya really came into fruition. He doesn't know the nuances, but he knows the general path of Jiraiya's life.
Exactly, and we can kind of see what happened, but as a viewer, I still have some uncertainty about what it meant.
So you're going to start traveling, is that right? At this point in my life, I just can't be a guide to a revolutionary. And I certainly don't know how to make the right choice in my prophecy. I think what I need now is time to see more of the world and meet different people. So, as foreseen in the Great Lord Elder's dream, I'll journey throughout the world and maybe write a book too.
Gamabunta got so much bigger.
While Jiraiya journeyed and searched for the meaning behind the Great Lord Elder's dream, the state of the world grew steadily more chaotic. The peace that existed between the 5 great nations grew fragile. Aggression between the lands escalated greatly, and within each land's borders, internal strife increased as well. And everywhere, people began to suffer great hardships.
Wow.
It seems to be happening again in the current timeline, too.
And in our reality.
That, too.
Young man, may I ask where you're traveling? I'm searching for my destiny. Oh, really? I journey from land to land, as I was foretold in a dream. Oh my, what's wrong? Here, have one. It's milk candy.
Oh, what the heck? It's a puppet?
Who is this person?
Just a puppet.
This child tells me destiny isn't something that you search for. Destiny is something you latch onto when it appears.
Is this Sosori's ancestor?
The age of war is coming.
My mechanical skills are useless in times of peace, but some lord may pay a high price for my services in battle. So he's a shinobi too. He's chosen to ride the wave toward the age of destruction. That will only hasten it.
That's the way he makes money.
Come on, let's do something fun, please.
That's a pretty lady.
Just scribblings for now. Basically, it says that riding on the wave of the times can never bring about the revolutionary change that we need to achieve peace.
You know, if you really want to change something, change me.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
I suppose
A distraction.
It does sound like a lot more fun.
Damn it! How can fate be so cruel? I've worked hard to better my land with what little knowledge I have, all for the sake of my clan, and yet...
So this guy's dissatisfied with the way the world is going too. Here, pal, have a drink on me.
He's like a journalist out in the field.
That's exactly what it seems like.
You know, I've been searching for my destiny too.
It's useless to search for that. People simply don't stand a chance against the shinobi villages of the great nations.
Oh, is that all this guy can do?
Politics.
Wayne, you're wrong, you know.
A wise person.
I am a teacher in a village, and what I do there is show the children just how they can fight back when they find themselves facing a harsh fate.
So what? Education can stop a war?
Enough of your useless lecture!
Is this guy from The Mist? He looks like Suigetsu or something.
I'm so glad you said that.
Did you think that too?
Yeah.
No, it can't stop a war, but perhaps at the least I can teach the children new skills that will enable them to make better choices.
Just what are those choices then?
Life or death, of course, those are the choices. The only lesson that I'm truly capable of teaching them is how to survive.
Which is very important.
That's not good enough. I must find the revolutionary who can bring peace to the world, then make the choice that will get him there.
Oh,
So it
this is
seems
getting
like
good.
Jiraiya is on a mission to find this person, but at the same time, he's getting exposed to the realities of his world and learning about it.
He's trying to find the person from the prophecy.
To bring destruction on this world, or to bring about a peace unlike any we've known. It all depends on the commitment of each person.
Hey, you up there. Tell me, how would you bring peace to this world?
This world is careening toward an age of war, strife, and sadness. Nothing can stop it.
You just said it depends on people's commitment. So how do we go about changing these people's destinies then?
He's almost like Socrates or something.
All we can do is pray and have faith. That's all any man can do in a world like this one.
He's interacting with all these
One either.
people who appear to be prophets, but upon further investigation, there's nothing really to them.
In a nutshell, he's looking for some biblical kind of person.
This was just an ordinary village. Why would a shinobi do this?
War is on.
Prayer and faith is good, but it doesn't necessarily bring about change, which is why he discounted that last guy who was just preaching.
He wants somebody who's willing to use action.
That shuriken jutsu. You're from the Fuma, aren't you? Why are you attacking villagers living in peace?
You're a shinobi too.
I'm journeying in search of one who will become my apprentice.
Why waste time on something so tedious? The balance of power between the lands is teetering, and we're standing on the verge of a great war.
This character's really cool.
That village was destroyed because of a tip that shinobi had infiltrated it.
All that because of a mere tip?
It's destroy or be destroyed. In this world, you hesitate and you die.
What are those?
Smoke bombs, maybe?
The smoke bomb.
That's funny, because Jiraiya was like, without saying it, he's like, we'll fight by your rules then.
If you're a shinobi too, then I cannot let you live. Look, just give up now. This is our fate. The fate of shinobi.
Can I?
There's no headbands on this guy.
I don't want to hear it. Just die!
Give up, huh?
Nice. Jiraiya's so good. He's fighting for what he believes in.
I don't think he's trying to kill this guy either.
He doesn't believe in that.
Take me down, another assassin will attack the village. As long as we're cursed to live in this world of the shinobi, there can be no peace.
The great Lord Elder's prophecy said that I'm destined to train the revolutionary who could at last bring peace to this troubled world. But in all my travels, I haven't even come close to finding this apprentice.
Maybe he's back in the leaf.
Battles were inevitably being fought between the lands. Jiraiya was forced to put his journeys on hold and return to the Hidden Leaf Village to do his
Yay.
part alongside the other shinobi.
He has to serve. What a crazy, awesome episode, man.
Oh, is this when all of the bad things happen to her loved ones?
Yeah.
Oh, never gets easier watching her.
We are at war. To erase the sadness from the world of the shinobi, I must find the revolutionary from the prophecy. I must choose the one who could bring peace to all of us.
We've seen all of that scene through each of their eyes now.
The flames of war that have consumed so many throughout history.
Look at how awesome this panel is.
Jiraiya and his comrades. The conflict that they entered would one day be called the Third Great Ninja War.
World War III.
Thanks to their exploits, Jiraiya and his compatriots would come to be known as the legendary Sannin.
Oh, that's why they're called that.
We'll have a post-episode discussion at the very end of 128.
Let's go on to the next one.
Here we go. It was so crazy in that last scene to see Orochimaru like a good guy.
I predict that the Hidden Leaf will emerge victorious from this battle. Therefore, I'll let the three of you live.
The legendary Sannin.
You three are very strong, and so I, Hanzo, hereby christen you three the Hidden Leaf's Sannin in exchange for your lives. Tell me your names.
No way.
Will all this really end with the Hidden Leaf being victorious? Did Hanzo speak the truth?
So much uncertainty.
If it does end that way, are you gonna leave on another journey?
Well, maybe I will. Set out on yet more travels and write another book.
I love how casual he is.
Why don't you just settle down in the village?
She's not enthusiastic about him doing that.
I feel as though I haven't quite found it yet.
You mean your destiny, don't you?
Another thing is it's also crazy that Orochimaru decided to be evil in that last scene of 127.
Right?
I can sense they're just kids.
Don't let your guard down. Even these little mice are from the Hidden Rain Village.
We know you're hiding. Show yourselves.
Wait, this character looks very familiar. Is this Pain?
I want you to give me some food.
Where are your parents?
From the Akatsuki?
They were killed by ninja because of this stupid war.
That's so sad.
Here, have some hardtack.
Nagato, Konan, come on out. They seem like they're okay.
They have very interesting uniforms.
None left for Tsunade.
She was like, I was hungry too.
I wish we got a spin-off of the Sannin's journeys together. How sick would that be?
That's what I was expecting.
We already gave you guys food. Stop following us.
That's a rose. Are they gonna take them back to the village?
It's origami. It's made from the hardtack wrapper.
And this is a gift for us?
No.
Please, will you teach us ninjutsu? You're all ninja from the Hidden Leaf, aren't you?
These kids, shall I kill them?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
He's crazy.
We've seen so many war orphans. It's always so pitiful. They'd be better off if we simply put them out of their misery right now.
What an insane way of thinking.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Or is it?
I'm gonna stay here and look after these three for a while.
That's so kind of
Only
him.
until they're truly able to take better care of themselves. It's the least I can do after what they've suffered.
Why didn't they take them back to the Leaf? They're orphans.
This is also part of my destiny. Grilled fish in an instant, thanks to my fire style jutsu.
I love that. Who is this character?
Nagato, what's the matter?
Nothing. I just remembered my family.
Oh, my
Trying
heart.
to be a man.
Things may be unstable now, but I don't think that this war will last much longer. I'm confident that by the time you are all grown up, there will be mutual understanding and peace will finally...
No, that's not
If only
fair.
that could happen.
All of us have lost our whole families to this war. For mutual understanding, they have to go through what we did. That's what sharing the pain is, right?
An eye for an eye.
Yeah, this kid is never gonna want peace.
But I know now that's just never gonna happen. And that's why wars will never end.
They're from that section on the map where they say all of the wars take place in, right?
I hate rain. It's like this land is always crying. Like the whole land is a coward. But I'm going to change this land. You just watch me. I'll protect everyone. That's why I asked Jiraiya Sensei, please, teach us ninjutsu.
Man, this kid is so ferocious.
Who the heck is this kid?
He's gotta be an important character. And once I find out who it is, it's gonna be crazy because Jiraiya trained him.
For mutual understanding, they have to go through what we did. And that's why wars will never end. I'll protect everyone.
The kids have totally different philosophies.
I want the hero of my book to wipe away hatred and somehow bring peace to the world. Now, how can I do that?
Jiraiya Sensei, come help! It's Yahiko and Nagato!
Lead the way, Konan! What happened?
It was him. A renegade shinobi attacked us. He told us to hand over our food and our valuables. And then Nagato...
He's the Chunin. How did Nagato ever...
Whoa. Oh my gosh, I knew one of them was the Akatsuki guy.
Don't tell me he's...
So what clan is that?
What the heck is that, Madison?
It's like a special jutsu.
Can't believe it. That I, said to hold the most noble of the three great visual jutsu, the Rinnegan.
It's like a Sharingan?
It originated with the Sage of the Six Paths, the father of all shinobi. It's said that the
Whoa.
Rinnegan, eye-possessing sage, developed all the jutsu known to us today.
I have chills.
Rumored to
Me
reappear
too.
whenever the world becomes corrupt.
Wow.
He's capable of being both a godlike force for creation or an all-obliterating instrument of destruction.
Holy
I always
moly.
thought it was a myth, but here's someone who actually possesses it.
It's called the Rinnegan.
This is crazy. The prophecy is coming true.
You would be the one to guide this revolutionary change.
Could Nagato be that revolutionary? Perhaps I've found my destiny.
Whoa.
With these orphan children, who would have thought?
I've decided that I will teach all of you ninjutsu, but only for self-defense.
But that kid doesn't even want to fight.
The next time that anything bad happens, I'll be the one to protect you.
Thank you, Yahiko.
Very soft-spoken.
What? But Nagato is totally stronger than you are, Yahiko.
It's always the trio of the kids. 2 boys and a girl.
It's crazy. The same story plays out all over the shinobi world. He's thinking about his parents again.
He has so much emotional distress that he was able to acquire these eyes.
Talk to me. Is it that incident?
When that ninja hurt Yahiko, I was just so angry with him. Everything went blank in my head. Before I realized it, the guy was dead. After that, I just became so frightened. That hatred made me go blind with rage, and I killed somebody because of it.
Wow.
An emotionally intelligent child.
It was wrong. I know it was wrong.
Nagato, I can't really say whether what you did was right or was wrong. But still, thanks to your actions, Yahiko is still alive. You saved your friend, so I believe that's always the right thing to do.
I love the position Jiraiya took on that.
He is a great mentor.
Once you've been hurt, you learn to hate. But if you hurt another, you become hated, and you shoulder a sense of guilt. But it is because one understands such pain that generosity towards others becomes second nature. That's what makes us human.
That's actually very true.
It's a process called growing up.
I still don't get it.
It's about being able to think and make your own decisions.
These children were forced to grow up so quickly because of the war.
Nan and I were crying because we were so hungry. And then Yahiko saved us. He stole food from other people to feed us. All I want to do is protect those two. No matter what kind of pain I may be forced to endure.
That's so noble.
Those two are the only things he has.
Right.
What crazy ethical dilemmas, right? And moral dilemmas that we're faced with.
Well, even the children are dealing with it.
But as the viewer, what is the right thing? What is the wrong thing to do?
Like, should he have morally killed that ninja who was
Yeah,
attacking them?
and should Yahiko have stolen the food to survive?
Right.
Raging waves!
They're learning so much. Oh my gosh. I saw her in the last episode. Well, 2 episodes ago. She's an Akatsuki comrade. And so is Pain. No freaking way. But I don't know about the redhead.
Well then, I can return home without any worries. What? You 3 are all on your own from here on out. You've all done a great job these past 3 years.
3 full years.
He's crying.
He doesn't want him to go.
People will call you a coward. This land is destitute, so there will be hard times ahead. But from this point forward, you 3 can change the fate of this land.
Man, if only that were the future that was written.
Nagato, you 3 have really grown up. Wouldn't you agree?
He looks way more confident.
Yes, he's actually showing his eyes.
Thank you, Sensei.
And just like that, Jiraiya's gone.
Even when Jiraiya returned to the village after so long, the third great ninja war still raged on.
That is crazy.
Tsunade! Orochimaru!
Yeah.
He's having so much fun. Freaking psychopathic Orochimaru.
Like killing people?
Yeah, he had that evil smirk.
The Hidden Leaf Sannin distinguished themselves in many battles, leaving countless legendary tales behind them in their wake.
They really were a power trio.
Is there nothing that can be done to stop this war?
You say that as though there really might be a way to stop it. Hate just breeds even more hate, and that's the way it will always be.
He's shifted.
Yeah, you can tell. In those 3 years, he changed.
That's not true.
I don't know how to stop this, but without a doubt, we will have peace one day. As long as there are those who believe that peace is possible, there still is hope.
She agrees, but Orochimaru does not.
Tsunade's like literally in the middle on the situation.
tried my absolute best.
But they didn't.
To make the right choices. I really believed that that was what destiny had in store for me. But I guess I was wrong yet again.
Where is this information coming from?
You will find it, as long as you keep believing.
Yes, perhaps I will. I guess I'm still in the middle of my journey then.
How sad.
The third great ninja war continued to drag on.
Is that Kakashi?
The one who ultimately guided the Hidden Leaf Village to victory was another outstanding pupil of Jiraiya.
Yes.
A prodigy named Minato Namikaze.
The fourth Hokage. So the prophecy did come true.
What'll you do now?
Maybe I'll set out on another journey. Perhaps at last I can find the apprentice who can change the world.
Is that your destiny? The destiny of the great Jiraiya?
I suppose you could say that.
You're a strange one.
But you also walk the path of the ninja. Don't you want someone to take over after you?
Tsunade wants him to stay.
To gather all of the jutsu in this world and master every one of them. That is the only goal I care about.
Wow.
Even if you could master them all, human beings aren't immortal, you know.
I wonder if that's really true.
My gosh.
The war has impacted them in such weird ways.
Everyone all over the land.
And they've come to their own extreme conclusions, some of them at least.
Ah.
Just give up. And I say one.
Is that a rogue ninja with the question mark?
What you say? Just die already. Give up. Huh? Yeah.
Wow.
That's freaking awesome, dude.
What the heck?
Even if you take me down, another assassin will attack the village. As long as we're cursed to live in this ninja world.
What kind of robe is he wearing?
There can be no peace.
If there's truly such a thing as peace somewhere in this world, then I'm going to find it. And I'll never stop looking.
He's so noble.
Who are you?
My name is... Hey! So you're reading
Oh!
the GUTSY Ninja book, aren't
Yeah.
That was part of his...
It's only my first published work, so the sentence is going to be a bit childish. It's not great, really, but...
Oh no, I think that this tale is wonderful. Every chapter reads like one of the numerous legendary exploits you told me about. It's like it's almost autobiographical.
I love seeing more of the fourth Hokage.
For my next one, I think I'll add some spicy elements to pep it up.
And that he does.
I thought that his determination to never give up was pretty awesome. He's actually quite a lot like you, Sensei.
Yeah? You think so?
I really hope my soon-to-be-born child can become an amazing shinobi just like the main character in your book. So that's why
I
I'd
hope
like
he's
to ask
talking
you
about Naruto.
to name my son after him.
Are you sure about this? I mean, I randomly came up with it while eating ramen.
Oh, it is Naruto!
It's a wonderful name.
Oh.
Wow, so would that make me his godfather then?
No way!
You're sure about this?
You are my sensei, Jiraiya. You are a great ninja who possesses true talent.
This makes
There's
me
no
want to
one else like you in
cry.
the whole world.
They've been hinting at this for so long.
Jiraiya continued his journeys in search of his destiny. So it would be some time before Jiraiya would meet Naruto in the village hidden in the leaves and begin their journey together.
Wow.
Wow. I am so choked up right now. It was uncanny, the resemblance between Minato and Naruto, wasn't it?
It really was. I can't believe that it took this long to reveal that. There is so much to unpack here. I'm really glad that we finally got the backstory of Jiraiya after getting some of Orochimaru and most of Tsunade's backstory. I felt like this was so deep and it really expressed his character in a way that I never knew he was before. The reason I love that they placed this story right now in the storyline of Naruto Shippuden is because Jiraiya and Tsunade just had that moment where Jiraiya was leaving the village once again.
Not only was it super cool to get the backstory on Jiraiya, but the way they tied the current arc and the characters in the Akatsuki to Jiraiya was insanity in my opinion. What do you think about Jiraiya's 3 orphan students from the village hidden in the rain?
First of all, I thought it was beautiful how Jiraiya took them under his wing and he was really helping them out when they had nothing. I was so shocked to figure out that Konan was the girl in the episode with Pain a few episodes back. I was really not expecting that, and I'm very curious to find out what happened to them because Jiraiya did think that they died, but clearly they're not dead.
I think another huge point here to talk about is the Rinnegan.
I don't know much about the Rinnegan, but it does seem like it's coming out in a response to a need, and I feel like that need was the fact that there was a massive war happening. The Rinnegan seems to appear in people who are chosen by the gods to bring about peace, which is very interesting because that child does become an Akatsuki member, and I don't think his goal is peace.
I think the plots of these last 2 episodes was off the charts, 10 out of 10 perfection. I also want to mention how relevant and important and thought-provoking the themes of this show are. I cannot stress it enough. Naruto and Naruto Shippuden is probably the best anime that I've ever watched in my entire adult life because of how relatable the topics in the show are and how important and relatable the lessons that are being taught in the show are as well. And on a final note, I also want to announce that we're going to dive into deep conversations with Madison on the Anime Reaction podcast channel as we get further into Naruto Shippuden. So I would greatly appreciate it if you can go onto the YouTube channels and in the featured channels section of our YouTube page, go follow all the other channels on there, especially the Anime Reaction podcast channel. With that being said, we'll see you guys on the next exciting episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned and peace out.